And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen this stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias. Look.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I come to bless you all. This morning, I come to bless you all. This morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Wagwan family, good morning. Good morning to all in night hold them who no go bed. Big up on yourself. People, you know, say, me couldn't go sleep without doing this. Scrolling through social media, hear such man explaining away the social housing program and I blame it upon bloggers. But such man get it wrong, and tomorrow I'm going to do another video. Yes, I'm going to do another video on it, but I have to put it down there tonight to make the word go out. People, listen to the explanation with Andrew Honesty. The more me listen to them, and the more me not trust them program. The more it look like chicken the business are going there. Because what the Prime Minister say, and so we go. Listen.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen the stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize.
Is the PM okay? No, more of the Prime Minister okay. Because I'm going to make a list of the Prime Minister getting at the people in my head in there. Because I'm going to tell you how we getting at the people in my head. A who rat and the Prime Minister. Please locate the rat. Look before you, beside you, behind you. Please locate the rat. Who ratted out on you, Mr. Prime Minister? Me hear you even say something more before me play and tell you who rat you out.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their biases, would have seen the stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize when nothing is there. And so it plays upon ignorance. Ignorance. And that is dangerous for a democracy. Because if it is that persons can use false information and play upon a population that is not checking, a population that is not verifying, and a population that has deep...
You know, so them not check. You know, so the population not verify. That's why you tell them so much goddamn lie. You tell for yourself, you know. You know, so the population not check. People here, they are relying on our ignorance. If no, so we not check. If no, so we not verify. That's why I'm so goddamn lie. Let's continue.
Divided biases. Then what it does, it leads the population to make wrong decisions. In other words,
and that you've been feeding them all this time, boss. Is social media making a difference now? You're lying and penetrate the people them no more. You know, so the people them stupid and they rely upon them ignorance. That's why I want to fight education, because the people them illiteracy keep on in power. On earning the riches by keeping the people them dunce.
There are persons who will trick you.
You do it.
Because they know of your emotional
People not hear that. There are persons who will trick you. They man talk about him themselves. Eh?
Then what it does, it leads the population to make wrong decisions.
Like,
in other words,
like voting for you.
There are persons who will trick you.
You do it.
Because they know of your emotional predisposition.
You are the mastermind.
To what end? To what end?
To vote.
To the destruction of this program?
Yeah.
For their political benefit? To do what? To come and run this program?
You hear me go like say a theme property, a theme business. How this I'm gonna go like government, a theme business so? How am I go like Jamaica theme, but to do what? Come and run this program. You're damn right. You're damn corrupt. You need to leave. You go like you buy nothing, boy. You like you buy Jamaica. You go on, some man. What's wrong with the Prime Minister? Is he okay?
Or to come and put in place a program like Operation Pride, which has left nothing but disgrace in many communities across Jamaica. I spend quite a bit of the resources and my own time trying to resolve the problems of Operation Pride.
Yeah.
Whether it is the unfit
people, Operation Pride was not without corruption. You hear me? There was corruption there, but more people get houses on the Operation Pride. So I'm not in the mouth for chat. This man sit down in there for goddamn 9 years and don't build 300 houses. When they sit down on $3.4 billion, when they goddamn divert money was supposed to go to the Ministry of Local Housing and the housing development for poor people, you create you create something that I run parallel to what Mackenzie I run, and I siphon off some of the money in your office and sit down pan, brother, tap your eyes.
Lots that were supposed to be sold or given to persons where the titling was not completed, or where they had actually cut up the plots and handed them over with no documentation. Persons moved on the lands, lived on it.
Blah, blah.
No roads, no infrastructure. This is not that program. And I will not allow those persons to use false information to undermine a good program so that they can get the political power to come and do what they did with programs such as Operation Pride. When they had
people, it's not the PNP started, you know. And the PNP started this thing, you know. That's why we know so this man not real. It's all a scam and a lie. If this is the way the Prime Minister address this, when we have the facts, try to express himself to the people who not read what he might tell me about. To the people who know the research, what he might tell me about. That's who we might talk to. Mr. Prime Minister, we have the facts, and I'm going to show the people them this morning. So you're walking around here and talk about the PNP, this and the PNP, that. It's a goddamn lie. And I have the proof. Stop lying to the people, Mr. Prime Minister. Please, man. The fact is right in my hand. You're walking around blaming the PNP for something where the PNP is supposed to be blamed for. You don't want to beat the PNP for come talk. This one you can't blame them for. You tell damn lie, man.
The power, they created total destruction in the housing sector. It was an unmitigated disaster. And when we go back and look at the books as to how agencies like the HAJ was being run with scandal after scandal and a mire of corruption, an entity that under their watch.
Mr. Prime Minister, stop take your grievance. Got people brand new house where you build for them. Stop it. Did you over there talk about meet the judge and the maker when you go over the little lady? Why you air your grievance in a moment like this that is supposed to be happy? You have the people in there where get the house. Tens. Them tens I say, I wanted the Prime Minister, okay, I'm madman this. People tell me if this is the right occasion for the Prime Minister to be airing his goddamn grievance. You come to give a house. The occasion is supposed to be nice and uplifting for the tenants. But you're going over there airing a goddamn grievance, using the people them to air your grievance, bro. We're not going to officer air your grievance. We're not going to car air your grievance. The second time I see it, you just go give a house the other day, go give a key. And I talk about meet the judge and the maker. It's the wrong occasion, bro, for that. That's not the occasion. People are supposed to be happy. They're not supposed to be tensed and listen to you talking like that. Nobody wants to hear your dirty grievances while they give away house. You got the people in yard go raise your voice and chat out loud.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen the stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize.
Mr. Prime Minister, you say for me run it from my yard, man. You got the people in my yard that make pure nice. Brother. I mean, you know, it's at the wrong timing, brother. You not read the room. You not read the room, brother. Wrong place. You give a key, people are supposed to be happy. Mr. Prime Minister, that's the taste is supposed to left them in their mouth. They don't want to hear about no meat, no judge and meat the maker. They don't want to hear about your grievances, them, brother. You know, so if you stop, go give a key. You politicize this thing. Look what they're doing. You politicize it. You overblow the thing. And I tell lie to the people them. And because the people them don't know the truth, you play upon them heartstring. But look here, people. Let me ask a question. The Prime Minister said, this is a specifically crafted attack. Who crafted this attack on the Prime Minister? Who is the rat? Let me tell you how it goes, Mr. Prime Minister, because somebody now inform you or you come tell lie. Because you should have known how this thing started. Let me tell you how it all started. I was doing a live show and producer Wayne in my comments or text me or something. I said, I think in the comments say breaking news or something like that, right? He said make some mention about that. But you know. So me go up on social media, I start scout Kanama Wayne say something like that. Me go search social media while me on live just see me find anything pop up. But me find something about Mackenzie, but he was talking about the house, that little piece of clip me find in the Gleaner. But however, when me get off this show, Mr. Prime Minister, me go over producer Wayne's show. And me hear him talk about Desmond Mackenzie is the first place me hear it. Talk about it. Because it was in a press conference, Mr. Prime Minister. It's nothing hidden. And him talk about it in the press conference. Let me hear Mr. Desmond Mackenzie say something like this, Mr. Prime Minister. This is the facts. What you're saying is a lie.
The difference in this administration is that we have lifted the standards of indigent housing that we provide to persons across the country. It is the responsibility of local government, and I want to make it clear that these programs apply to a set of individuals who are registered under the Poor Relief Act. Beneficiaries of those houses are registered, investigated by the Poor Relief Department, and once they meet the criteria under the Poor Relief Act, they are provided with an indigent housing solutions. The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need.
Mr. Prime Minister, this is the source of our information. This is the source of our information, not the PNP. Can I beat the PNP and ask them how them to find this out? It's not the PNP. So stop it. Stop with the lies. Stop conning the people and got the people in the yard, go give a key and make up nice and airing the nasty grievances of the people in the yard. The occasion don't call for that. The occasion is a beautiful, happy mood. You're not supposed to leave them with that bad taste in the mouth. Give them the key and go on where you're going, man. Turn on the camera in the car when you're going and then you air out the grievance. Not in the people in the yard and I do it, brother. Nobody don't have to hear make up nice and people in yard and yap up and hear out of grievance and the people in yard. This is the source of our information. So when we done this, when we play it, we run it on my show, we keep on a show. I'm a virgin calling, Mr. Gray. And we reason about it and we say, maybe, just maybe. Can we just listen to Wayne show you? So we run this. I would say maybe, just maybe Mr. Mackenzie make a mistake, Andrew Honest, since I blame the PNP and I lie to the people then. May I give you the facts? Maybe Mr. Mackenzie make a mistake. So what I did, I started doing my own research. I started doing my own research. I use AI, everything, sending me back to Crown Land. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Prime Minister. What did I tell me? Say when people get them house take away, it go back to the crown. And my question is, Prime Minister, if the person who qualify for the program, Papa housing, you have to have land, Papa and land, go hand in hand, or Papa if you go have land. So this is a discriminatory kind of program we don't have going on here. Because people only have to have land, you have to have land to qualify. So I'm telling the rest of Papa when I have the land. We're talking about poor relief housing, you know. So when I read and did my research, Prime Minister, it starts sending me back to Crown Land. Is like when you don't take away the land, you go back to the Crown. So when I say, I only take Crown Land and give Chinese, and I take the poor people land and give to the Crown. And when the second person come, after the first person already pay for the land already, sacrifice them land, then dead and gone, then pay the sacrifice, the first person will own the land. The second person come own the house, them don't have no land. So are they going to be paying rent, Mr. Prime Minister? That's all I want to hear. Are they going to be paying rent? That's all I want to hear. Because the second tenant don't own no land. The first one sacrificed their land for everybody who to come down the line. So the second tenant will come get the house furnished, Mr. Prime Minister, and get land and everything and get free house. And they never have no land as a part of the requirement. Are they going to pay rent? Is that where the scam is? Is that where the scheme is? Or do not tell me? Because they never tell me about the second owner, you know. Or no, go tell me about the first owner and when they're dead. And as far as me I look, I pay all people, me soon I mess wrong.
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses, from this to this, building a better Jamaica.
I'm just saying that all people don't have much land to stay on the earth. So therefore, right now, I look for a second tenant already. Because it's an old man, a shaky, right? So the second tenant, when I go come in and say, old man, a place after and give you land, sacrifice in land. Because I'm Mr. Mackenzie tell me, you know, I know we are making this up. Would have never known about this. So may I throw this a question in while me give me an argument. The second tenant, what them have to come in on land because the land already there, and that is part of the requirement for them to be qualified. So now the land is already there, so they don't need the land to qualify because the first owner sacrificed them land and they're gone. Is this property become crown property now, Mr. Prime Minister? Crown. It gone back to the crown. Yeah, the government property, crown property. So for you to give to the other person, that means that the government have to own it, right? The crown property. So my question is, Mr. Prime Minister, what about are they going to pay rent? Because they not no land, you know. Is that where the hustle is or not? Tell me, because nobody explained the second tenant. So let me continue. So I did my research, Mr. Prime Minister. We go on AI, all of that. And I find a video. When I found this video, it was done 10 days prior, 10 days ago. And this video was done on your own Jamaica Information Service, sir. Because I was looking if I can find anything to match with what Mr. Mackenzie said in the press conference about, you don't own the houses. The houses, remember, the remaining in the municipality, and when they're dead gone, them give somebody else. You can't hand it down to your family member. We were thinking, when we do my show, me and the callers who call on my show, we are thinking, boy, a mistake you make. So what I did, Mr. Prime Minister, I went and did my research. And I found a video that was done 10 days ago on JIS. where your own Minister of Local Government went even deeper and gave us more information. Mr. Prime Minister, none of us would have ever known about this. Stop blaming the PNP and telling lies. Because when this information come out, I beat the PNP myself. I said, how come the lazy PNP don't know about this? Stop beating the PNP on this. I am a witness for them. Stop beating the PNP for this. Stop it. Listen more.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish and lives that we have touched and changed.
I'm happy that you've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted you to a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. And once that is done, we now proceed after the investigation to see whether or not the persons are eligible. They meet the criteria which is set up. Because you must be a part of a program that does not allow you on your own. And there are cases where we have provided houses for persons who probably are not that destitute, but because of their circumstances, we have provided for them. Now, the Poor Relief Department of the municipal corporations retain responsibility for the units.
Yes.
So while you occupy those units, the Poor Relief Department does its monthly checking on the units. You are not allowed to do any addition to the units. The units come fully furnished. It is something that when I came up with the idea of furnishing the units, we did it because there are cases where we saw persons have homes, but there is nothing for them to sleep on. So we figured it does make sense to give you a nice room, and then you have to sleep on the cold ground.
Or furnish the
So we provide the necessary furnishing for the unit. Right. Now, the unit cannot be rented. It is not for sale. No addition can be done to the unit. And the unit cannot be handed down to family. And we have cases where occupants have died, and the Poor Relief Department retains the unit, and then it is handed over to someone else who is in need.
Absolutely.
So what we do, and we encourage persons to take care of the units. We notice that a lot of all of our units are built from concrete, and it has been done deliberately.
People, Mr. Prime Minister here, the man even expound on it, give us more information. We didn't know all of that, Mr. Prime Minister. It is your own Minister of Local Government who snitched on you. It is your own Minister of Local Government who told us how the program go. He never make a mistake because he went on long, even more in depth on JIS. And guess what the topic was on JIS? I think it's a, let me see what the topic was. Let's click on it.
The difference in this administration is that we have lifted the standards of indigent housing. The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish.
He said, get the facts. Indigent housing. That's what the headline say. Get the facts, Mr. Prime Minister. We're never going away and get this. The PNP never tell we. Come and wish the PNP would have tell we. Would have make videos long time. I beat the PNP for not telling us when I heard about it. The PNP was on the chopping block. The PNP was across the lap, getting beaten. Marcus Garvey, our granddaughter, great-granddaughter. Me beat her even today over it, Mr. Prime Minister. So what you are saying is not true. It's a lie.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people.
So Desmond Mackenzie specifically crafted this. Your own minister of local government specifically crafted this and come snitch for you and make the whole of we know say you are take away house. And now we say it, you know? So Mr. Prime Minister, your approach right there, sir, it tell we say Desmond Mackenzie is not off with no plan. Caught to get caught. That's what it is telling me, Mr. Prime Minister. Or else you'd have given us a different response like Mr. Desmond Mackenzie made a mistake. We don't get that from you, you know. You throw blame on social media video and the PNP. You have not addressed what your own minister of local government is telling us. So you believe, say, you can make that the knives and blow smoke screen and we must come off your back? No, Mr. Prime Minister, just give him more contents and give him more question to ask. This is more question more than people talk truth if the man throw the ball back out in the game. All when we want to stop talking about it. Tell me if the man just throw back the ball in the game. Tell me, people. Tell me if the man just throw back the ball in the game. All when we want to change subject. The man come out and blame. You see the video? Malicious. Brother. The video is only parroting what your own minister of local government until you, Andrew Ones, respond to what your own minister of local government say. All of this are chicken business you deal. You're going to make me believe that chicken business get exposed. Because you never mention nothing about Mackenzie, what him say, as a mistake. You are blaming a cast, blaming a throw smoke. Like we're stupid. That now work around here no more, Andrew Ones. We are holding you accountable. We are not goddamn nationwide. The Star, the Green, and the Observer. We are none of that. Nobody pays us to stay quiet. I'm a patriot. And we are patriots over here. People that on my platform, in the comment section, people who listen to this platform, they are patriots. You can't come around here, come make up knives and blow up smoke. Just to tell the dunce people them, to make them believe you something that you have to say, you know, and the people them here and make up knives, you know. I same thing I do to the Jamaican people. You play to the dunces around here. That's who you play to. Your own minister of local government, I tell you how the program run. And when we get upset and come talk about it, you blame us and the PNP. You have not addressed what Mr. Mackenzie said. You have not. You should have come out and said what Mr. Mackenzie said. I think he misunderstood. So I think he made a mistake. And I'm just saying. So what in my head, Mr. Mackenzie, whatever he said, still stands.
The difference in this administration is that we have lifted the standards of indigent housing that we provide to persons across the country. It is the responsibility of local government, and I want to make it clear that these programs apply to a set of individuals who are registered under the Poor Relief Act.
Yeah.
Beneficiaries of those houses are registered, investigated by the Poor Relief Department, and once they meet the criteria under the Poor Relief Act, they are provided with an indigent housing solutions.
Tell me more.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations.
You hear, Prime Minister?
So if someone die,
you hear, Prime Minister?
the municipality retains the right of the house.
You hear, sir?
It is passed on to someone who is
you hear, sir? The first time we hear about this, at Desmond Mackenzie we hear it from. The first time we hear about this is not the PNP. Can you make believe if the PNP they come out and say something like this? We grab it and we are beaten with it. When it come out, Mr. Prime Minister, me beat the PNP personally, even today. Me beat Miss Garvey, and she came out with a response, and me play it tonight. We never know about this, sir. Are your own Minister of Local Government, and until you come out, come defend your position against what he said, like tell us a mistake he make. What Desmond McKenzie say are true. And I penalize and make up on the people in the yard to frighten away. And we're no idiot. You look like a scheme and go on between the whole of the thief people land. That's what you led me to believe, Mr. Prime Minister. Because you don't address what the Minister of Local Government said. You fling up hand and say, a lie, a PNP, a rumor. I just see the video. Come on, Mr. Prime Minister. Nobody would have known about this unless your own Minister of Local Government address him and come out of people's yard with the bag of knives.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen this stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize.
Right now, Mr. Prime Minister, I believe Mr. Mackenzie over you. I not lie. I believe Deadman Mackenzie over you because you're known serial liar. They are the people that make nice and try to carry your grievance over there. Desmond Mackenzie tell me that to know I do. Go talk to him. And him let the puss out of the bag. It seems as if Desmond Mackenzie want to make something right with God before him depart from the earth. I don't know. I'm just saying. If like Mr. Mackenzie, he'd have something to confess, make it right with God before, before we leave here. So Desmond Mackenzie come out and tell me that information, Mr. Prime Minister. He tell me what the scheme what run, because if not go so, then what Mr. Desmond Mackenzie says is a scheme. Don't it? May the opposition spokeswoman for housing come out and slam it. I said what Desmond Mackenzie say is unlawful, basically, to my knowledge, what she has said. I know me hear the Prime Minister come out and attack Desmond Mackenzie, what he must say. And him and they all about a sell to take the people land. And him tell the Prime Minister, see it here.
The social indigent.
You want to find the right Prime Minister? And no blogger, and no PNP. PNP never know nothing. Stop telling lie on the PNP. Me wish the PNP they come out and make we know. Me wish. Because when we hear this from Desmond Mackenzie, me turn on the PNP them. Everybody now watch my page and see and I watch everything unfold. Everybody watch my page and watch it unfold. They come out on the PNP and say, "Oh the hell, you got have an opposition spokesperson in a housing and you don't know this." Me bad for the PNP them, so the PNP them never tell me nothing, Mr. Prime Minister. Go blame the original rat.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish and lives that we have touched and changed.
I'm happy that you've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted you to a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. And once that is done, we now proceed after the investigation to see whether or not the persons are eligible. They meet the criteria which is set out, because you must be a part of a program that does not allow you on your own. And there are cases where we have provided houses for persons who probably are not that destitute, but because of their circumstances, we have provided for them. Now, the Poor Relief Department of the municipal corporations retain responsibility for the units.
Yes.
So while you occupy those units, the Poor Relief Department does its monthly checking on the units. You are not allowed to do any addition to the units. The units come fully furnished. It is something that when I came up with the idea of furnishing the units, we did it because there are cases where we saw persons have homes, but there is nothing for them to sleep on. So we figured it does make sense to give you a nice room, and then you have to sleep on the cold ground.
Or furnish the
So we provide the necessary furnishing for the unit.
Right.
Now, the unit cannot be rented. It is not for sale. No addition can be done to the unit. And the unit cannot be handed down to family. And we have cases where occupants have died, and the Poor Relief Department retains the unit, and then it is handed over to someone else who is in need. So what we do, and we encourage persons to take care of the units. We notice that a lot of all of our units are built from concrete, and it has been done deliberately.
The man said happen already. What usually happen when people drop out? He said happen already. How him attack is like them do it before. People drop out and then give away them property. You know, hear them man attack people. You know, hear them man say it happen already, right? People drop out and then give away the property. So therefore, you have some people get scammed out of them land already, Mr. Prime Minister. Why did they also chat shit on social media about the PNP and blogger? Eh? Come on, man. The man said already happened already, Mr. Prime Minister. So people, some people might have said, well, not go so. It can't happen because how you gonna give away this? No, people. The land office is in the Prime Minister office. How long do you think it take to get a title if the Prime Minister himself want a title for your land? Few days. How long do you think that get take a title? In a man office, man. I want to talk about the Prime Minister. Know what am I doing now? Where do you think the man that put all his office in an office? Come on, man. Think out the box. Him know what am I do, people. So how long do you think it take to get you a title? Or even if your family, you know, a family land, and they want to cut off a little piece. Government can't do that. They can't do that. They control everything. They control everything. They can't come deep in your family land, do them have to do the paperwork just to make it suit them, turn in a crown land. Even when they live next door and in between and behind and before your family. They can't do that, people. They can't do that. Remember, land agency in a such man office. What him can do? Come on. Eh? How long it will take him to get a title for your land if he want it? Look for the good man. A man like him. If he really want a title for you, if they want to cut up this push and pull and scheme and steam and whatever, if he want. Do you think so the man can do that, people? How long it will take him? Come on, man. So for all the people who might have question and say, no, this is impossible. You know, hear Desmond McKenzie say, man, ready. But they're not here, good, they're not asleep. So, to the people who have man ready, Mr. Prime Minister, they forget about them land, because you say, you know, go so. Make we listen one more time, people, and listen to Desmond McKenzie real good.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish and lives that we have touched and changed.
I'm happy that you've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted you to a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. And once that is done, we now proceed after the investigation to see whether or not the persons are eligible, they meet the criteria which is set out, because you must be a part of a program that does not allow you on your own. And there are cases where we have provided houses for persons who probably are not that destitute, but because of their circumstances, we have provided for them. Now, the Poor Relief Department of the municipal corporations retain responsibility for the units.
Yes.
So while you occupy those units, the Poor Relief Department does its monthly checking on the units. You are not allowed to do any addition to the units. The units come fully furnished. It is something that when I came up with the idea of furnishing the units, we did it because there are cases where we saw persons have homes, but there is nothing for them to sleep on. So we figured it does make sense to give you a nice room, and then you have to sleep on the cold ground.
Or furnish the
So we provide the necessary furnishing for the unit.
Right.
Now, the unit cannot be rented. It is not for sale. No addition can be done to the unit. And the unit cannot be handed down to family. And we have cases where occupants have died, and the Poor Relief Department retains the unit, and then it is handed over to someone else who is in need.
Absolutely.
So what we do, and we encourage persons to take care of the units.
All on the people. And we have cases where occupants have died. Didn't you hear the man say so? So the Prime Minister going like say, when we are here and something will already happened. People, didn't you hear the man say no addition? Did you hear the man say them do a monthly check? Did you hear the man say them to take care, them ask them to take care of the business? Didn't you hear the man say that, people? So how the Prime Minister tell you bullshit?
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous
may ask, when if you give up the people them house, we want to take already. When if you give up the goddamn people them shit, when them take already. Because I'm hearing it from the Minister of Local Government. He said there are cases where occupants died. And the government retain ownership of the house and give to somebody who is qualified. So it's happening. It's already happening. How many property take already since this shit start? No one to know. So, Mr. Prime Minister, based on what you're saying right here, that all these people, what Desmond Mackenzie has said, where occupants, they have cases where occupants died. They forget about them goddamn place. Yo, no, I'm more questions than I could ask, you know. Mr. Prime Minister, kick this back out there in the ball field. Mr. I couldn't sleep tonight, never come do this. And tomorrow I'm upon it again. Because he give me more questions to ask. Because of the way I approach it, I blame the PNP, I blame a video. When it is your own Minister of Local Government is telling us, them can't add it, they can't put no addition on the house. Is it because you get exposed now, Andrew? You want to fling blame something more often? No. Is it because you get exposed, the whole scheme and come tumble down? You go like say they want to destroy something beautiful. But the whole scheme, what his brother tell me, say, we have cases where occupants have died. What that mean? Anybody in the comment section, no care how done you be. We have cases. We have cases, Mr. Prime Minister. So this are not make, nobody make up nothing. We hear from this man, it's not the PNP. Anybody in the comment section, where you get from that? We have cases where people have died. The government retain ownership of the house and then give it to somebody who qualify. How them see is fit. Remember the man said that, you know, we have cases. How many cases? How many poverty una make continue by removing the land from the family members? When make poverty, prolong poverty in the people in place. If loved one can't get the property, what on a wicked man? No poverty not create. People, me say, who tell me about it? And that's Desmond Mackenzie. Nobody not build this up, comes a prime minister. If me didn't know about this long time, you'd have feel me verbal 2x4 long time. Come with that ball out, say this is a scam alert. And tell people to watch them land. But now people start watching them land now and you start get exposed. Yeah, come out and make noise now. And I make with what the noise we make the people in the yard. They know some lie to them, boss. Andrew, what you're doing right now in the people in the yard, you're looking at their face and I blame what you know is not true. So you must have watched the JIS presentation that we saw 10 days before. Then you must have watched the press conference, Mr. Prime Minister. So you would have known and hear what the man has said. But when we start zeroing in what the man has said, I'm saying, no, Mr. Prime Minister, all of a sudden, you know, hear what Desmond Mackenzie say. So you're going to the people in the yard going to make up noise and I'm trying to mislead them. Mr. Prime Minister, is that what they're trying to do here, sir? He's trying to lie to these people and make up noise in them yard. Are you trying to tell the people them lie and condemn to them face, Mr. Prime Minister, blame it from opposition, I blame it from blogger, so not no go so. When Mr. Mackenzie, why you never tell him Mr. Mackenzie said that and make a mistake? How would I believe that? That would have work. Why you never tell me say, Mr. Mackenzie make a mistake? That's why you should tell the people themselves. You don't come blame it upon it, that's why I know say. That's why I miss. You hear me say? That when I do that, you look more guilty. Yeah, you look more shady. You don't look straightforward. You don't look like you do things. You look more shady, brother. Because you already know, say, Mackenzie had gone pan big old sit down pan JIS. You watch that already. I talk about social housing and something where in a fair portfolio same way. Because I see the two of them go work together. Me see Desmond Mackenzie build poor house and you go over there, go cut ribbon.
To give back in a different form this time. A social house under the indigent housing program in the Ministry of Local Government. There are two programs that are structured to provide housing for persons who are assessed as being poor and in need of housing support. Under the indigent housing program, the local government ministry has a mandate to deal with persons who are certified as being poor. They are described as indigent, and there is a budget provided for that. And under that budget, there is a special program for indigent. That program deals with families who would have lost their homes, as in the case of these families here, Marsha Davis being the beneficiary today. I recall distinctly that when we came to the parish to open the new fire station that this administration built as a part of our commitment to the parish to improve the amenities that you have, the families were all gathered there, very distressed and asking for assistance. And I committed the Minister of Local Government to ensure that the houses were built. And I'm happy today to be here to see the fulfillment with Minister Desmond Mackenzie of that commitment. We're very, very happy to be here today. The new social housing program has a slightly different mandate. We do similar things. We do focus on households that are poor, that have no income, but we focus more on the housing condition that exists.
I would like to thank Prime Minister for this wonderful start. And continue to do the great that you're doing. I'm so very blessed to be here standing in front of you today. It's a person for me to thank you.
So, like I said, the more the Prime Minister chat, and the more question me have. Here is a question on our people. So now, based on what the Prime Minister told us in the video right there, so say it's a lie. I remember Desmond Mackenzie say I have cases, not one case, where people died and then take with their property. So that means that the people must, based on what the Prime Minister said, Desmond Mackenzie must hand over back the people in property then. I want them family member hear me. We know it's late, and tomorrow morning, when we get it, share the live, give it a thumbs up, so it can get some strength with a handful of women there. Please. We are working on the night shift. Can't sleep on corruption at all. Based on what the Prime Minister said, gentle people, him are the commander-in-chief, right? Don't the people where Desmond Mackenzie said, him have cases where people die and the government retain ownership of their house. Don't them people family must get back them property. You know, come here. Prime Minister don't know him I do tonight, yeah, man. Yo, you need to plan the light through good or something. You need to get this shit together. Because Desmond over there, I tell we one thing. Here come the Prime Minister over there, so I say another thing. Desmond Mackenzie say already, there are cases. Not one case. Cases. I mean, it's about 100, and say about 150 housing bill. So how many cases out of the 150? Because based on my understanding, I'm saying I go on. Most around the people we have maybe there's a few left on, you know, bread at the pan earth. So if we have a bill of 150 hours, so how much cases? About 50, 20 land get take away already. 10, 5, 100. We don't know because all people see not mess with.
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses. From this to this, building a better Jamaica.
And the prerequisite is land. You must have land to be qualified. To be able to qualify, I mean, I look on these people as a discrimination. Look on it. Oh, you have a housing program and I expect people, you have to have land to be qualified in a poor country. Look on it for Papa. Or you're going to have a housing program for Papa. And part of the qualification, Papa must have land. May I ask again? I say this is like a scheme and a scam, just the way they set it up on the qualification. People, how is it you're going to have a poor housing, you know, and the Ministry of Local Government, you know, and your qualification, you must have land. Papa. Are you going to have a house with Papa? And you want Papa to have land? Are these people really Papa?
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses. From this to this, building a better Jamaica.
Me say, how you expect Papa, poor people to have land? People, this is discrimination. Talk to people. The way they do this is discrimination. That means you cut out the people them, the Papa them without land. They're not qualified. You have Papa out there, real Papa. Enough of them really and a Papa and just show them know of it, them land thing. Them have their shop on the land, them have acres of property. Me that sell piece and build a house or do something and live up a life. You know some old people like that, them live at the old house and they don't know how to leverage their land. May I ask again in them? Always if you got have a government program and put house over the indigent. And you are asking the indigent people to have land for them to be qualified. Tell me if I'm a discrimination that. Something wrong there, Mr. Prime Minister. Talk to people. Indigent people have to have land to qualify. You're poor, you know, now have the house. But even though you're poor and indigent, you are not qualified for poor house if you don't have land. A poor people want to help or the land you don't want. May I ask question, you know, more questions than I give me, you know. Is it poor people who don't want to help or the land who don't want? People may not make up no life on them, you know. May I play them tapes and we listen to them talk and we discuss it. We all listen to Desmond Mackenzie say there are cases where people died. He never said case. He said there are cases and him saying below 150 house. So much cases? 20, 10, 50, 75? All people dead come here and say appear all for
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses. From this to this, building a better Jamaica.
They have questions to ask. And trust me, in the daylight, a whole lot more question. Just the approach that the Prime Minister took. You know, a deceptive approach to deal with this at the people in the yard. So you have the people in there believing that it is the PNP who are bringing this propaganda, Mr. Prime Minister. Because the people don't do no research like you tell me. People don't do research, Mr. Prime Minister. So you're using the ignorance, Mr. Prime Minister. You know better than that. You should have told them the truth. You went to the house, Mr. Prime Minister, you tell them lie. You tell them that how they, if they see some video where I go around on social media, that you tell the people that wasn't the occasion for that, sir. You should have dropped the key, cut the ribbon and go along where you go. You shouldn't bring up your grievance and the people in the yard and on top of that telling them lies. You are telling them like you don't know that it's your own local government minister. Let everybody know, let the puss out of the bag. Nobody would have known about that. All right, then. When they say bloggers start talk about it? When did bloggers start talk about it? Even though when they go on JIS the other day, 10 days before, we never see it. It was the press conference. Our producer Wayne spot it. I do a video on it. I do more research on it. And it blew up. That's how it go. I'm going to beat the PNP people say, how come on the lazy so? How come this is going on? You never know. On so slow. People are seeing when we beat the PNP them. But anyway, listen what the PNP say after we beat them. Hear what the lady say and how it affect people when government, when they take the people house. Listen how it keep in a poverty when they take away house. Listen, Miss Garvey. She come out with a response.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The opposition is calling on the Minister of Local Government, Honorable Desmond McKenzie, to urgently clarify statements made at a post-cabinet briefing yesterday regarding the ownership of houses granted to the registered poor under the Poor Relief Act and under the new social housing program. The minister's assertion that these houses would revert to the municipal corporation's ownership upon the death of the beneficiary is causing grave national concern and is legally misleading. The legal status of these homeowners must be clarified, as persons now receiving houses are confused by contradictory statements made by the minister and their original understanding of the program. It is my advice that indigent housing provided to registered poor or paupers on the roll only revert to the municipal corporation's ownership if constructed on vested pauper lands. However, the minister's statement implied this was the case for all housing grants. I'm also noting that this rule does not and should not apply to individuals who receive houses on their own land or on land legally permitted for use granted to them by others. I'm also seeking clarification regarding the National Housing Program, which is administered by the Office of the Prime Minister. These beneficiaries are similar, and some are now very anxious about their housing security. As a result, I'm calling on the government to publicly outline the rules governing these housing provisions. The opposition is firmly against houses being taken away from the elderly, the registered poor, indigent individuals, or anyone on the pauper's roll, as this would put surviving family members at risk of homelessness or destitution. I also believe it's disingenuous for the minister to claim that the indigent housing program, where government built houses for the poor, was initiated in 2016. This is inaccurate, as government has been building indigent houses since the 1990s.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm or check us out on Facebook at Jamaica PNP.
No here. They say what Mr. Mackenzie said was legally misleading. So it seems as if to me, as I feel, I might be wrong, right? Stand to be corrected. It seems as if him and such man have a scheme and was trying to sell it and push it in. So that's why I go on JIS with the PR stunt to advertise it. And money them if you make now, you know. It are going already because they say they are cases where people die. So them come back out again at the press conference. Then why would Mackenzie say the same thing again and make we know say them a take we land? It's not like a same thing, and because the PNP them been quiet on so many things. Because even when they say that the PNP never come out, you know. You wonder why entrepreneurs get away with so much. Even when they say that the PNP they never come out, and the PNP never hear, you know. Even when they said 10 days ago the PNP they never come out, you know. Even when they say it at the press conference the PNP they never come out, you know. It was when producer Wayne spot it. I'm going to do some more research on it. I'm going to say, I don't lie, Mattel. They find other videos. I'm dig deeper in it. That's what we see it. So they expect the PNP to be docile. You hear me say? The PNP, them sit down out there and make such man do everything to it. Because they not pay attention. There's no way the PNP shouldn't spot it at the first press conference 10 days ago. There's no way the PNP shouldn't spot it at the second one. And we, the vloggers, pull out the PNP and say, look there, look there, look there. You tell me now, if this is normal, in a wartime, leading up to election, what the PNP is doing. So when the Prime Minister blamed the PNP, honestly, the PNP was weak on this. As a matter of fact, the PNP cut a slack. The PNP kept them out shut. So what you're saying that the people in yard, Mr. Prime Minister, you're gone over there and mislead them, boss.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen this stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize.
Mr. Prime Minister, you are very deceptive in a conversation right there with the people in the argument. The people and we give some house and I'm assuming that some local, probably some dunce people. You know, say the military. You tell them all them things of Mr. Prime Minister when you know, say the PNP now have not video with it, boss. You know, say you said to come from Desmond Mackenzie. You know, I know, you know, I just what Desmond Mackenzie say, you know. So that's why it feel like it's a scheme got exposed by bloggers. It seems as if it's a scheme got exposed by bloggers. And you over the people in yard are whine, pure whine in the pants. Man up and stop whining, man. Sure.
The PNP only argue about how the pie shear up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lie.
Man up, man. You know, big man. We're tired of whining and your balling, man. We're tired, man. Man up, man. Everywhere I pay whining, you got the people in the yard that whine. See, Jervis Smith said, nothing crafted, Mr. PM. You are the craftsman, sir. Wow. Bow, radam. Nothing crafted. You are the craftsman. You complete people when I see the deception. They say if they outline these things for the people, we could go sleep. We don't come tell the people, and tomorrow me depend it again. Tomorrow me depend it again, boss. Because they have blamed the wrong people before the people. And you know the truth, you know the facts. So what Jervis has said so is that nothing crafted, Mr. PM. You are the craftsman, sir. Is that true, Mr. Prime Minister? So you craft it and push out look at Desmond to come talk about it. I know everything capsize and get exposed because they expect the PNP to stay quiet like how them stay quiet on everything, people. Now this expose another goddamn problem. The slouchiness of the PNP. No, honestly, look on the good people. No comment. We want good governance, you know. We want people to be watchdog for we and watch how I go on. If you're going there now, look out for the poor. What the purpose of you for even running? People, when we look on it 10 days ago, me I tell you about what they did on JIS. When this brother sit down for an interview with a brother, you want to tell me, say the PNP, they never see Mackenzie and hear my talk? When they come out on the press conference, like 10 days later, again, people who like a PR stunt, a PR work, you know, like them a market the thing, you know. Can remember 10 days before that in the power, JIS. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They were 10 days apart. Because when I went and find the video, it says 10 days ago. Right? So they are 10 days apart. So the video that you guys saw first, that was not the first video. This one.
Difference.
That's the first one we saw. But when I did my research, we saw one that was did 10 days prior. This one.
The social indigent housing program.
So what I tell me say, this brother is on a campaign to market something new. And if I'm not mistaken, me hear Miss Garvey said, the original understanding of the program. Why would she use such a line? The original understanding of the program. So what is not original anymore? What is different? Something is different. Miss Garvey said she make mention and she throw a line in here. Original understanding of the program. So it seems as if somebody concocted some scheme. That's what me I believe, people. A bus get bus and explode because they expect the PNP to be quiet. That's what it exposes, so you know. The PNP not doing them work. Look for the good people. The PNP, them not doing them work. Because the PNP should have catch the one that come out 10 days ago. 2 weeks. It out there. And me go find it. We never see it until Wayne show the press conference and say, Carlos up there. Me show him audience and me watch it and me start research. But it's out there. And the PNP stay quiet. So what I show you say, have a problem in the PNP, have them just allowing Andrew Ones to sign this, sign that, write this, write that, do this, do that. And them allow him. Look good now, man. We have a bigger problem. And it's with the PNP. We not really look out for the smart people, them. Because when they did one 2 weeks prior to the first one we saw, the PNP should have spot that and slammed them. No PNP. Such man come out over the people in the yard and I tell lie and I blame UNO. Say UNO this and UNO that. We don't like to see the opposition in a house or come out tomorrow morning and come beat him. We don't need to have a press conference on this, you know. Yeah, man. We don't need to come over a serious press conference on this. I use the 2x4 me give for yesterday. Me give you a lot of information, mama. Show the people the pattern and the history. Show trend. Same of a pattern. No one put house over people's head. We never come defend no honor. Because him say, I uno. I tell lie upon him. When the whole we know say, and Mackenzie said that. But the PNP slow people. Them slow. Them slow people. Them slow. That's why I'm telling upon this platform all the time. The PNP slow. Them slow. A blogger find it out and make nice. And then we start hear from the opposition. We start hear from Andrew Owners. We start see it right up in a paper. What if we never say anything? What did happen to the story? The PNP would have allowed people house to get taken away. And PNP, the man said there are cases where them take away people house. And the PNP don't know. They say not sleep. Too busy in our own business, it seems. This should happen when you have an opposition. A blogger that do the work, you know. Come on, man. Come on, PNP, man. And this man, I blame Uno. Uno need to come on, come to your face tomorrow verbally. That's what you need to come do. Him over the people me that tell big old lie. And the world knows say, and Desmond McKenzie rat you out. I first me here with it. So if you think say a blogger rat you out or the PNP rat you out, no. And this brother give me all the information we needed. I will start look deeper. Brother, research. We can research, you know. The internet is there. And there we go and go book up on the interview the 10 years prior, and it was giving in-depth details. But you're over the people in the yard. Something you should have know about already and watch while him talk about something that you're so in-depth in housing and keys and ribbon. How Desmond McKenzie can go up on TV go talk about that and you know watch him while him talk. Think we're stupid?
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish and lives that we have touched and changed.
I'm happy that you've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted you to a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. And once that is done, we now proceed after the investigation to see whether or not the persons are eligible. They meet the criteria which is set out. Because you must be a part of a program that does not allow you on your own. And there are cases where we have provided houses for persons who probably are not that destitute, but because of their circumstances, we have provided for them. Now, the Poor Relief Department of the municipal corporations retain responsibility for the units.
Yes.
So while you occupy those units, the Poor Relief Department does its monthly checking on the units. You are not allowed to do any addition to the units. The units come fully furnished. It is something that when I came up with the idea of furnishing the units, we did it because there are cases where we saw persons have homes, but there is nothing for them to sleep on. So we figured it does make sense to give you a nice room, and then you have to sleep on
or furnish the
So we provide the necessary furnishing for the unit.
Right.
Now, the unit cannot be rented. It is not for sale. No addition can be done to the unit. And the unit cannot be handed down to family. And we have cases where occupants have died and the Poor Relief Department retains the unit, and then it is handed over to someone else who is in need.
Absolutely.
So what we do, and we...
Here's that one is. You have cases where people have died. Go give back the people in my house. Anybody that watch me, I know nobody lose them land. They go give back the people them stuff. Because based on Mr. Prime Minister say, no go so. And this man say you have cases. Me hear the man say, Mr. Prime Minister, you say a lie, right? So what about the monthly checks? Mr. Prime Minister, do you have a program where people get job to do a monthly check? You say a lie, you know. Mr. Desmond McKenzie could not tell such a lie. And him give it in details. Him say the monthly check. He says it's not for sale. When we hear that part there, he said, who have the people in title, Mr. Prime Minister? We don't give back the people in the title. If we don't have the people in title, we don't give back the people in the title. And based on what the Prime Minister said, Desmond McKenzie must give back the people in the title if he have it. Because if the house is not for sale, that means that who own it? If it's not for sale, that means you probably have to make the people sign away something, so you remove the power from the people them so them can't sell it. It's not for sale. No addition. Come on. No addition. They can't piece them house. If them granddaughter get beat up with them man and they have 2 picnic and they want to come stay with grandmama, piece in the back room there and say, if you can't make them pick them sleep in there. Yeah. I mean, like, seriously. So Mr. Prime Minister say, I lie these things, you know. When the Minister of Local Government go in details, he tell me all these things, people. He said cannot be handed down. So it seems like it's a scheme that is carefully crafted. Mr. Prime Minister, this look like it's carefully crafted. You talk about carefully crafted? This look like it is carefully crafted. Because it's already planned out and all these things. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Prime Minister. How is it to expect to help poor people and Papa would expect Papa to have land? Don't you see that a discrimination as part of the process for them to be qualified? That need to be removed. That right there look like on the land hungry and all don't want the people land. That's what it look like, you know. That show up in your program at the same thing, they have to have land. Over Desmond Mackenzie program at the same thing, they have to have land. Why the qualification in both programs, they have to have land? Papa. How you expect Papa to have land? So if a Papa don't have land, that Papa now go get on the program. That's qualification. Those qualifications must be removed. The land thing. And even though you are running on program and him are run the next one, you run the duplicate. That's what the Auditor General said. You stopping money from going to the local government to build houses for people. And at the same time, you have $3.4 trillion in your pocket and not spending it. Up to the time of the Auditor General report, you have not spent $700 million yet. But to sit up on $3.4 billion in your pocket, you could have built a house scheme. But what you're doing around here, walking with the PR stunt, when the people them sit on your page and say, wow, Mr. Prime Minister, build up a house, man. Or do not know, say, the man have $3.4 billion could have built a house scheme. But because I pay scheming them in and all them nonsense and chicken the business, I some believe. He might fool the people them. You funnel money where people go to local government because it seems as if money go towards local government, you know, people. Anything for poor people. When they talk about education, Ministry of Education and Youth, whole pa money go over there, so. Poor people things, right? Ministry of Local Government, whole pa money go over there, so. But it seems as if such man couldn't see how their money are going Ministry of Local Government and him not getting for the game. There is a social housing program in the Ministry of Local Government run under Desmond Mackenzie. But such man seems as if he can't bear to see the money and go over there. He might get him for the game, Mr. Greedy. So him create another new social housing program. It's called New Social Housing Program. That is what the Auditor General flag as duplicate. So he might build some house, Desmond Mackenzie build some house. But when Desmond Mackenzie give a house, guess who pop up?
To give back in a different form this time, a social house under the indigent housing program in the Ministry of Local Government. There are 2 programs that are structured to provide housing for persons who are assessed as being poor and in need of housing support. Under the indigent housing program, the local government ministry has a mandate to deal with persons who are certified as being poor. They are described as indigent, and there is a budget provided for that. And under that budget, there is a special program for indigent. That program deals with families who would have lost their homes, as in the case of these families here, Marsha Davis being the beneficiary today. I recall distinctly that when we came to the parish to open the new fire station that this administration built as a part of our commitment to the parish to improve the amenities that you have, the families were all gathered there, very distressed and asking for assistance. And I
want to see the land? You see the cameraman pan the land. Is our land pretty? Nice level land, don't? You have to have land to qualify. The land office in the Andrew Willis office. to qualify, I'm thinking he probably go in the books in them office and go see much acre land you sit down pan and pick out who for help. I don't know. Is that what's going on, Mr. Prime Minister? Because the land office in your office, boss. Do you go in it and look and see? Are they qualify how much land them sit down pan? And then the people get qualified as I'm asking, you know, how much acre land that all man all sit down pan.
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses, from this to this, building a better Jamaica.
Me want to know. Me attack. People, look at. People, tell me something. Tell me, ask again. How much acre land the man or sit down pan? We know say the land agency in your office. How them qualify, Mr. Honest? Do you go look on them land, you know them names, so you go search out them land and make sure them sit up on a nice piece of land, what happened in the area, what is coming there soon, the development. Remember I turn crown land, you know. I mean, so you take one part crown land, give one a friend. Even Chinese get crown land. So at any given time, you can turn one of them people a property into apartment building. Eh? Talk to me. Eh? People, oh, may I tell you? People, una use on the head, people. Why Papa have to have land? Think about it, people. Good God. That's wicked. That's discrimination. Yeah, discrimination against Papa who don't have no land. Them have to sit down and live down and dead and see house a pass them. And only the Papa them with land get house. This is discrimination, Mr. Honest. So you pick out the people with land. That's why you're in a trouble with the land thing now and it look so good to pay you. While you're busy, I give a key and cut ribbon. The people say, wait, man. And that's why the Prime Minister busy I do that, so. Me tell a long time, Mr. P, you know. You take a work from somebody who could have been doing that. Yeah, Prime Minister, why you have to go out there go do that? It's not the first people I give a house. What we have never seen is a Prime Minister go out there and politicize the giving away. Now you look really bad. And people look back on all the keys we are giving and the ribbon we are cut and the balloon and all the old buffoonery. People look on it, Mr. Prime Minister. It don't look good, it don't age well. Must I say. It doesn't age well. Based on what we are saying now when we are here. So me and myself, I say, hey, come Mr. Mackenzie tell me, remember, say, my only problem with you giving away them houses then, Mr. Prime Minister. Come never have no other details in our one, you know. Was just you a politicize the thing. Me do work up video, me say, stop, make people feel bad. Because when people get social housing over here, so nobody knows. Stop posting people on the page and them look a picnic, embarrassing people to get help. Stop using people who have political tools. Stop it. Those are the videos me do, Mr. Honest. What I was not armed with is the knowledge of how the world shit sim run over social housing and the land tech where and you have cases where people dead and they house tech where. That means there are cases where people house get tech way. So people, what me about to play for you right now? Tell me if the people must get back them house, the family members, we get them house tech way already. Because Mackenzie tell me, there are cases where people dead and it end up back to the crown and blah, blah, blah. Based on what Andrew Honest has said right there, so tell me if Mackenzie must give back the land. If I'm going to give him know, you know, I separate himself from Mackenzie, so you know. He must separate himself from Mackenzie and blame it on the PNP and blogger when people, God know, me beat the PNP up till today. The PNP don't know about nothing. They beat them, say they're too lazy. And then the PNP, Mr. Honest, and bloggers are we. And nobody else. And when I get paid, you can't say a PNP blogger with me. No, man, me a producer, we not get paid. I mean, I like seriously, we beat both sides. We're not normal blogger. You hear? We're not your regular blogger. We are independent journalists. Remember that. We not get paid. So stop saying that we're doing it for political reason. We wouldn't have known about this until Desmond Mackenzie. Check the timeline of events. Check when we start talking about it. Just look, Mr. Honest. Go look when vloggers start talking about it. When we start talking, it is after the press conference. So based on what you said right here, Mr. Prime Minister, are you saying that Mr. Mackenzie to give back the people in family who already died and him take away the houses? Time said it. We prayed for the people him several times. Are you saying that Mr. Mackenzie must give back them land to the people, the family members?
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen this stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize.
Let me tell you something, Andrew Honest. You see, anywhere there, it's questionable. If you sit up on a rock stone, the rock stone and the whole area is questionable. You have no credibility. So when a man say a man like you walking around giving away keys, it's all of that is questionable. When you see you walking around talking about crime statistics and murder rate and all them things there, it's questionable. Make the police them come do that without you standing there. Because once you see the Honest, we are saying, Lord God, here we go now. Questionable. Because of what? Your credibility. Because you got no integrity. You see me I say? You see me I talk about credibility and integrity? You have none. So that is what you face right now. Nobody trusts you. Nobody believes you. No matter how hard you try to market, everything. A force feed with information and lies. Want to believe so bad, crime down. But every time you see around the police, then you know the people them say, a lie now, what you lie now. Make the police them alone come do it, man. And we probably not believe them. But as long as we see around it, it just collect a load of shit. Just stink up the people them. You understand the whole area does smell bad. It's like a bad odor. It's like a bad aura. It's like a bad energy. If you understand what me I say. It's about like it's a dark cloud. Hang over anywhere you're there. What they are talking about social housing, what they are talking about crime statistics, anything you are talking about. From a see you involved in it, Andrew Honest, you're tainted. I tell you, you're done. You're tainted and your credibility, you already done it to yourself, boss, by telling so much lies. And the lies are catch up with you. So when you spit all this, anything you tell out of your mouth, even if it's truth, boss, nobody now believe you. If you tell a truth right now, Andrew Honest, nobody will believe you. Unless your supporters, them and all them knows a lie I tell, but because them granny blood run green, that's why they must support you. All them knows a lie I tell. Even if you tell the truth now, Andrew Honest, it can't save you. Because everybody say a lie you are telling. So therefore, your credibility is what you have a problem with. So that's why you force feed with the crime statistics. All type of PR stuff everywhere. I try to force it. You have to try too hard. And the people them know you. You try too hard. And you see Andrew Honest, if you sit up on a rock stone, the whole area is questionable. The rock stone is compromised. And that's how people look at the Prime Minister and to people. The integrity shot. Sorry to say, but it's the truth. You can't build up integrity overnight, so you can't force people. And you come out and make nice about the PNP this, and you see a video circulate, and they want to destroy something good. But what you're not addressing is a 2 different times, 10 days apart, where your own local government minister come out in the public and tell the people them in so many details that them do a monthly checkup on these homes. These homes are not for sale. So I wonder what happened to the title. What happened to the title, Mr. Mackenzie? You guys take with the title if it's not for sale. No addition. So it's not them. Or remove the house from them and all the powers. Till every month you go check up on them. If you have a landlord that come check up on the unit every month, me nah come back. Me I left the place. Eh? And them cannot hand it down. I'm surprised I want to say is the PNP say that. When we all of you watch this brother here, Desmond Mackenzie, expose Andrew Ones and what is going on there. Gentle people, tell me what you think in the comment section. I couldn't go to bed tonight without me do that video here. Because when I wrap up, go to my last PP to go to bed. I'm going to say let me scan the news. I see the Prime Minister whine. And I blame the wrong things. And because me know the genesis of all of this, me have the information and the videos still in my library. It's so easy to debunk this. So it is clearly debunked. Clearly debunked. The Prime Minister should have gone to the people in the yard with his dirty laundry, airing it out. It's the second time you see him do it. The first time he might talk about meet the judge and meet the maker, he might talk about deportee. Such a heavy message around a beautiful moment. Mr. Prime Minister, such a heavy message around a beautiful moment. People are supposed to be happy and elated to get a house and a key, Mr. Prime Minister. They're going to do it in a house for the first time in their life. If the first time in their life, they have to go to a kitchen out and go blow wood fire, Mr. Prime Minister. They're supposed to feel nice. Leave them with that taste in their mouth and take you bitter ass, galang where you go and stop wine everywhere goddamn go. The people are supposed to feel happy, Mr. Prime Minister. They're supposed to feel elated. Then they go on these other people here with the whine against the PNP and do it. Mr. Prime Minister, stop the whining.
The PNP only argue about how the pie shear up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lies.
You hear your son, Prime Minister? Like a few days old, baby. You whine too much, man. Man up, man. I start blaming everybody else. You got the people in me, yeah, they don't forgive you a key, Mr. Prime Minister. Or a house, my brother. Now bring that the heavy message over. The message is too heavy. It's supposed to be a beautiful message, my brother. Bless the people if you go into them house so them happy. But them sit down there, I hear you rumble on like a 2-day-old baby. With a heavy message, lying. Mr. Prime Minister, come on. Tell me if the people them deserve to get them a pummeling from you. In them ears hole when they give them key. You should have leave them with that good energy. And if you're bitter, go on where you go and let the people. You're too bitter. You're too bitter everywhere you go, you whine. You have something to complain about. And you're not telling the truth. So right here, so the Prime Minister get caught in a lie, people. Another lie, The Prime Minister get caught in another lie, He go give people a house and the old people, they must sit down there without much understanding. He must tell them big old lie in their face, When he know, say, and no blogger and no PNP and Desmond Mackenzie come tell we. And that's how it starts.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is...
Desmond Mackenzie specifically craft this. Like somebody in the comment section say, are you craft it, bro? Are you craft it? Are you the craftsman? Is it true, Mr. Onis, say you're the craftsman and you're there behind and a throw rock stone and a hide your hand? Just like when you put out Chang, I make them write letter against Chang. If you go do your dirty work, if you go tell people, say, Mike Henry and Carl Samuda resign when they never tell him nothing. Let me ask you a question. Are you tell Chang if you go do that? Me just ask. Because me there's a thing say Chang wouldn't go do stuff like that. Did you tell Chang if you go make them trouble until they write up Chang? We know hear you talk about it, you know. It seems like you are a man like which fling rock stone and hide your hand. Now Desmond McKenzie, yes or no? Did you tell him if you go to say these things? I know I hide your hand and I say, I know you. I the PNP and blagger and misleading. People hear the man attack people. You have to hear the man, people. Or the man serious with the goddamn lie. People, you have to hear, you have to play it for the people. You hear a longer version. You have to hear the whole light. You have to make you hear the whole of the man. Or the man serious with the lie, people. The man know the genesis of the whole argument. The source. Me always give the source.
And some of you may have seen.
Watch this.
Not just a mischievous.
Listen good.
But a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their biases, would have seen this stupid social media post.
Yeah.
And without checking.
What stupid social media post, Mr. Prime Minister? Are you talking about this?
The difference in this administration is that we are...
I mean, I'm just saying.
Without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize when nothing is there. And so it plays upon ignorance.
Yeah.
Ignorance. And that...
Listening. I saw when play upon it now. Listen words. Ignorant. People don't do the research. That's why I'm lying, so. He's doing it to the people them right before them, you know. He's playing upon the people them ignorance. In God, if you're going to give a house, you know. And this is the dark message. The heavy message. He might leave a heavy message in the people them he is. The people should feel happy. Give them the key and go away and go with the bitter self, no man. You hear out your grievance in the people yard. Think about that, people. What he's saying is happening, and that him I do to them, you know, misinforming them. Because I already know, say, Mackenzie come out with it, and I mention Mackenzie.
It's dangerous for democracy.
Listen to this.
Because if it is that persons can use false information.
What is the false information, Mr. Prime Minister? So what Desmond McKenzie said is false information that me say the people they must get back them house. Mackenzie says it happened before. There are cases where people died and don't take with them house. So stop playing the game, Mr. Prime Minister. Look like say something explode. You know, in a sense where I say
and play upon a population that is not checking.
Yeah.
A population that is not verifying.
You know why I'm telling no lie. Him know the population. Don't I tell us this man no. Not checking, not verifying. Enough labor right dunce. He might play upon them. People, he might tell you what am I doing, you know. I play a game, he might play, you know. People, let me tell you something. You know if it's spot a con artist? You know if it's spot a pickpocket? No, seriously. You know if it's spot a con artist? Let's continue.
And a population that has deep and divided biases.
Yeah.
Then what it does, it leads the population to make wrong decisions. In other words, There are persons who will trick you because they know of your emotional.
People, and this man Mackenzie come out with it, and this man sit down and tell the old people them one mouthful of liar every, Mr. Prime Minister, say wrong for this. You should have come tell him, say, the Minister of Local Government say something and he made a mistake in his statement. That would be better. What you're telling the people is about a lie, Prime Minister. When the man already tell me, say, every month they go check up on the house. The house cannot be sold. You cannot do no addition to it. And you cannot hand it down to relatives, Mr. Prime Minister. All those details are here where you're there, so I tell the people them, say, sir.
Predispositions. To what end? To what end? To the destruction of this program?
You hear that? You hear them out. You hear the man sit down there tell the people them. You hear the man sit down when him know that Desmond Mackenzie make we know what go on. Can no blog and not talk about it until Desmond Mackenzie come out. Not even the PNP.
For their political benefit?
Yeah.
To do what? To come and run this program?
The same guy like say him own Jamaica and the program a fee. The same guy like say I'm piggy bank. The same guy like say him not ready to come out of office. The same guy like people. You know I hear the man. To do what? Come run this program. Of course. Of course.
Or to come and put in place a program like Operation Pride.
Operation Pride, I do video on it already. There was corruption, but they build more houses. Don't rank up yourself. You did it for 9 years and you build less than 300 houses. Operation Pride was rife with corruption. Yes, there was corruption, people. Yeah, I do research on it and I did video on that. Okay, you know me do my research. Operation Pride had corruption. I know me no bias. If a PNP do the corruption, I dash it out like dirty jars water. And I did that on Facebook, right? But even though Operation Pride had corruption, they build more houses. Whenever I hear somebody sit up on $3.4 billion for 9 years and don't even spend $700 million on the people, them. Cool, yeah, man.
Which has left nothing but disgrace in many communities across Jamaica. I spend quite a bit of the resources and my own time trying to resolve the problem.
People in Ghana, the people in yard, in politics, You give a house with taxpayers' money. Mr. Prime Minister, stop handing houses. This is all politics in Ghana, I know. Yeah, use my tax money. I put house over people's head. But a politics, how the labor right do it better because the PNP not do it good. Isn't this politics? People, isn't this the politicizing the thing? The Prime Minister not think, yeah, use tax money I spend. I run campaign, I give a key. The PNP no see this. The PNP no see this. They holler out people who no see this. If gone over the people in place with this whole political argument, oh no, I come take this over. And Operation Pride, that should never be said right here, Mr. Prime Minister. Is a whole, you see the politics come out of your door. Now we know why I do this. Like the show say, you can do better, but you know build 300 houses yet, boss. And part of it we hear so not thief people land. Mackenzie says so. What declare this?
Of Operation Pride. Whether it is the unfinished lots that were supposed to be sold or given to persons where the titling was not completed or where they had actually cut up the plots and handed them over with no documentation. Persons moved on the lands, lived on it. No roads, no infrastructure. This is not that program.
This program may have $3.4 billion in your pocket and fail to put house over people's head. Your administration have put the least amount of house over people's head. You know, damn shame. You did it for 9 years and you know spend 700 million out of the 3.4 billion we have. You know, build 300 houses and you have the money. Why would you stop the money from going to the goddamn Ministry of Local Government to build houses? Why you have to get involved in it? Why you have to branch off some of the money in your office and create a duplicate new social housing program where you get flagged by the Auditor General for? Why you have to get some of the money? And you sit up on it. Think we stupid, boy? Yeah? Question I ask now, man.
And I will not allow those persons to use false information to undermine a good program so that they can get the political power.
Bro, a politics here talk and a hand over house. People see them and politicize the whole thing here. PNP one of them. PNP, when if you beat him, when Miss Garvey, if you beat him, the man a politicize the thing, he the man over the people, them yard a preach politics behind handing over house. PNP, the man require beating verbally. Him should never get away with this PNP. This is the politicization of National Housing Trust. Taxpayers' money must not be used like this. And a campaign
to come and do what they did with programs such as Operation Pride.
Yeah.
When they had power, they created total destruction in the housing.
So hold on, that means that the people in the yard when them a labor right then. Them couldn't be PNP and hear their talk like that. That means that labor right you go hand over key to. For them to sit down there and hear you got answer in them yard. And labor right you hand over the key to Mr. Prime Minister and labor right there around because it couldn't be a PNP family and you go answer in them yard. Politics you attack. You turn this thing in a politics. See there?
Sector. It was an unmitigated disaster. And when we go back and look at the books as to how agencies like the HAJ was being run with...
Disgusting, Mr. Prime Minister. Disgusting. You're going to politics. You're going to politics. The man politicize the thing. You think I like me? I tell that's what I tell you from a long time. Stop, give a key, because it's all politics. We're here from the motor. See that?
Scandal after scandal and a mire of corruption.
People, the man, they're the people in the yard, you know. Politics, you know? With him darkness and his heaviness. The people should be happy and elated them to get a new house. God and where go with the bitterness and the heavy heart, no man. Politics, people. Me and one of the PNP, you're going to make him slide with this. I swear to God. Me say the PNP should have blew him out of the water with this. You don't believe me? The PNP should have nuke him. Miss Garvey, if you don't nuke him, you can't make him get away with this, man. That means they will sit down and make Andrew owners politicize, use taxpayers' money, and turn social housing in a political campaign. The man go over there to give house to the people, and they believe it's a campaign, the man depend. Tell me if you don't believe it's a campaign, the man depend people.
Entity that under their watch, every time they reported to Parliament, it operated at a loss. And you wonder, where was this loss coming from when people...
Political campaign people. You know different when in the pan rally. Rallying the people and giving also a political rally over there.
Weren't actually getting houses. So I do see where there is a deliberate attempt to target a program and to target the government.
Lie.
And I say to all well-thinking Jamaicans, I say to all our supporters, do not allow the evil people to win the...
The evil people, oh my God, Mr. Prime Minister, sit down there before these people. They probably not read and research. And you tell them all of these things, Mr. Prime Minister, when they know, say Desmond McKenzie, make we know. Address Desmond McKenzie, because say he might already take a people's house. What about that? You know, address that, you know. On the Gina, right now, Mr. Prime Minister, we don't know what the blogger them are doing it today. Because after them listen this year, you have more question, my brother. You politicize the thing I saw. And I blame everybody else, but you know, mention Mackenzie, the source.
Battle for the minds. I say to all Jamaicans,
battle for the minds. Con them, lie them, PR stunt them, get their mind to believe the lies.
Think very carefully on what is presented to you.
Yeah.
Don't just take and accept without consideration what is presented in a fancy and glossy social media post. 90% of them are lies.
Yeah.
Check.
What?
Before you believe.
Lord God, me say I get some raw slick tomorrow, say such man. You, me not done with it yet. you not done with it. Whoa. People, you might blame social media for something when own Minister of Local Government come tell me. Him tell me say, man, already take a people house already, Mr. Money. So you're late to the game. You tell the people lie when you give it house. So poor all people them know what go on. Whoa! You mislead the people and tell them about misleading. Eh? You tell them like fake. You give them fake news, Mr. Why? You be a face. No, sir. Your own Minister of Local Government tell us about the monthly checkup and you're not for sale and no addition and you can't hand it down. And there are cases where people dead and it's handed over back to the government and then give to people. He said, happen already. Give back the people them house. Tomorrow I'm going to again because, boy, Mr. Prime Minister, after this video, we're going to start meditating. Because remember, when this video done, we're going to start meditating. And by tomorrow, I have more questions to ask you. This not done yet. To be continued, people. Thank you, guys. We started out with a handful away. And we lead up to, more away. People, good morning, everybody. I got work, the people wake up this morning, guys. Thank you, guys, for coming out here. Yeah, we're happy. I like this to the people calling bonds. This is very important, So then when I take the people house, I'm Mr. Prime Minister come out. I come lie to the old people them. You're going to them yard to give a key. You left there with nothing but a heavy message. Can you imagine? One of my member, the last message we left in them head. It's not enjoy your house, take care of it. Here's the key. God bless you. Say a prayer in the house. Cut and clear for them. Go along where you go with them bitter self now. Go down your yard, man. Go make a video, man, and beat the PNP. Not on the people them house in a campaign trail, brother. Not on the place in a rally and I beat the PNP at the expense of taxpayers' money. But the PNP not see what I go on at a clock. You see the PNP on the clock slow. Only the man like me, they jukono. Think about the people. If the PNP can't make him slide with this, you cannot use taxpayers' money. You can't pay me, brother. That's what they're doing. Taxpayers' money build the house. But the government got on it in a campaign rally. Think about it. Your government got on it in a campaign rally, my brother. Your government got on it in a campaign rally. I look at the old people and tell them, pure lie. When they know that Desmond McKenzie. And what me look at the Prime Minister, let me tell you what I believe. This is what I believe. I might be wrong. I believe that you and Desmond McKenzie cook up something. Or if you hustle these old people. Because I don't see them now, I don't see the land. So the program started out a different way, just like Housing Trust. And when they go in and see the land, then the purpose switch from National Housing Trust, put people, also people into high-rise building and big investors. It's the same thing with poor relief house. I believe they started off good. And then when they start buck up in a people land, when I build poor house pan, when you change it and say part of the requirement of them have to have land. Because we don't expect Papa to get land from. So to search out all the Papa them with land, the one that will have the land will never get no house because that's part of the requirement. You are X'd out. Then the land office in the Prime Minister office. This is what I believe. I might be wrong. Actually, the Prime Minister sit down upon them information because the land agency office in an office. So if John Brown name company list and the whoever scout out the land and say, yeah, man, a piece of land right here, number this and number that. Prime Minister can't go look on the land and say, oh, this is a nice piece of land. This is 3.5 acres. Oh, he got a river in the back. Oh, yeah, let's give him one. He's qualified. Me want to pick the people, them, brother, the recipients. How to pick them? Me ask Mr. Prime Minister if he go look on the amount of land them have in them office and I saw them get qualified. Because Papa shouldn't come, shouldn't name and land shouldn't call in the same sentence as a qualification or prerequisite to own a house from the government. No, sir. Something right here. Mr. Prime Minister, what to say tonight and what to do. This form of display over the people in house just leave us with more questions, sir. You went over the people in house and have a whole political rally at the people in place. You know that? You turn this whole thing into politics, just like me knew before me see it, That's why I'm telling you, stop giving key. You politicize the thing. You went over the people in house, Mr. Prime Minister, with your bitter self. So bitter and whiny. With a world political rally. That was totally wrong. Good morning, guys. I've been on here for 2 hours. I never know me that they've been so long, but the conversation grow and the people them grow. Thank you so much, people, for being here this morning. Please, let me go share my work. I don't take my time of morning to joke around. I do a lot of work before I come out and do my work, Me no stay up them a time have to joke. Must be something important. A matter of fact, all my work is important. Me want to share that one here. Send that one to some people on WhatsApp. Spread it out. You understand me? I say? Someone who a family member and friend and sitting in Jamaica. Just poof. They so light out there. Send it go give them. So they can see what's going on. Because the news not telling them these things. What the news will post is what the Prime Minister said a while ago. And they don't question the Prime Minister. They don't fact check the Prime Minister. Now, what I just did for you guys is fact check the Prime Minister. Is play his stuff and me give you the facts. Me tell you the source. Normally when me read stuff, man, here, me tell you the source, right? Me say read it from the book of the Gleaner, the book of the Observer. Me normally tell you my source, don't I? So my source for these videos, producer Wayne, same way, is Desmond Mackenzie. That's our source. Thank you, guys. Manners and respect. Debbie Jervis. Respect. Colin Barnes. Manners and respect. Jamaica, we say, no, real patriotic movement, we are glorious. If PNP fall out of the way, line, we have beat them. If Labour right fall out, we have beat them for the country. This is a patriotic movement over here, so people. When you go and go vote, you know, because remember me say me always tell you to go vote. But be conscious and mindful, say. Anybody fall out of line, even who you have vote for, they're going to disagree with them. And so if you got people from the country, because the country work more than who me vote for, don't it? Get the argument. Clarence right. A pure old people, them going around and a trick. Them wickedness. Marking, this is seriously evil. This cesspool is so big, the entire nation hate the smell of it. Not you. Stink. So this man think he can wipe it off and heal and the scent go away by coming out, come blame the PNP and blame bloggers. My brother, the facts is there. You have to send back Desmond Mackenzie out there, come tell me otherwise. So we can change the information that is already out there, Mr. Prime Minister. You understand what we're talking about? Desmond Mackenzie have become recant what he said. He have to. To fix this, Mr. Prime Minister, Desmond Mackenzie, our source, need to come out here into several videos. I know one where it's a mistake. To fix this, it's going to require Mr. Desmond Mackenzie to come out and come fix it. Not you, I come swat down everything. The PNP and that's a lie. Blogger, that's a lie. To fix this, it's not blogger. So, Prime Minister, we are talking, man. The thing, what do you know, Mr. Prime Minister? You have a problem, you know, because we have bloggers out here, and that's your problem. When your journalists in Jamaica will get paid and radio station will get buy out and look over this. We are going to ask a question. No journalist now going to ask. Yeah? Bloggers need a raise. Marky G, I'm talking about 300% raise. No, let's keep up the momentum. Didn't know that not even a bucket of water, nobody don't give me. Now, man, if you bucket of water, we give from politician. Not even a dime for none of them on this platform. Believe me. Can you know, say they give me a bucket of water, I might turn on and beat them same way. So they don't give me a dime. Man say, bloggers, and a lie, you know. We are work hard. Bloggers are work hard. Bloggers are work hard. The man never get the 300% raise. If I do the watchdog work, them now do the watchdog work. We do harder work than the PNP. I swear to God. So let me read back what Gervais Smith said. Nothing crafted, Mr. PM. You are the craftsman, sir. You are the craftsman. Eh? Eh? Yo, bless up everybody, man. Clarence Wright, the Janet Grierson, you know. And she said, Janet Grierson said, PNP really need to be far more aware. And I lie. You see me, I say, Richard Thomas, Carl Stewart. We are saying, man, bless up, man. Whoa, people, you know, so they don't love them thing when me I go deep on them. See, tomorrow, such man I watch it, you know. A such man can't sleep at night time. I watch this, man. Mr. Such man I watch this. He can't sleep. Why go on such man, you're good? Why? Desmond Mary, good morning, family. You know, DeAndre Small, good morning. Good morning, man. Everybody were there, some man. Richard Thomas. Andrew's a hypocrite and lying to the people, them. Richard Thomas said that. Yo, we say, man, I watch it right now, people. After not know, I'm probably the only blogger up here tonight. Me say, man, watch it. Good morning, Andrew Willis. Let me tell you who you must blame. This brother right here. This firestorm will not go away until Desmond McKenzie go out there and retract what he said. Me I tell you. Me I tell you, so this won't go away. Because we believe that you guys are taking people land. We believe that every month somebody go over there go check up. We believe that the house is not for sale. We believe that no addition can be made. We believe that them cannot hand it down. So no, guess what happened now? This is what the PNP must go talk. Me say, I wish me there in Jamaica. Me there go talk to some of them people get the house. And the PNP job, listen to people. People, this is the PNP job, you know, to do them own research. Get them camera, you know, so the liberator do that to them and expose them. If the liberator ever get them a gift ya, a wartime now in the PNP, get to the camera or whatever. Or if the people want them on camera, go do the research and write down information and come back, come tell the people them say, it is true that the people them were told that them cannot piece them house, them come check them up every month, them say it's not for sale, and them cannot hand it down to them family members. PNP need to go find those information and come back to the public. That's the opposition in our housing job, you know. Go find out what happened to the people them out there. Please, PNP, go find out if it is so. Because Desmond McKenzie tell me, you know, see it here? Them are monthly checkups. Land not for sale. No addition. And they can't hand it down. So despite the nice Andrew Willis make, the PNP really need to go and do them investigation and come back to it. Give him more ammunition to beat them backside PNP. You hear me? I want to know. Give Miss Garvey. You know, I win. Do this work, mama. Give him more ammunition. Go and do this research. Do it on the way to Parliament tomorrow. Stop somewhere. And ask questions. The people might not want to go on camera, fear for them life. Me understand. You don't have to put them on camera. You just write down information. Write down information. And what them tell them say. And see who I tell liars. That's me want to hear from the PNP. You saw the labor right them a paint to know as a corrupt on a liar on the thief. You saw the labor right them a paint to know as thief. PNP. Take this other piece of 2x4 man, you know. Do a little research. Stop by one house. Go find it. Go talk to the people them. That's the only way you're gonna know if you do an investigation. And if the people mean a lot to Uno, go find out who for house them a take away. Mr. McKenzie said them take a house already. Get to the bottom of the PNP and come with a report and bury them for the election. Poor people don't like when they take a land and house from them, you know. They already given a 2x4 from yesterday. Go do the investigation, come in our come with surprises. And come out to the press conference and bury their asses. You don't have to know if you bury them. See, Andrew is a ball there already, you know, because he burn him hot. He's a wine man, he burn him hot. He go give a key and him lose him head. Have a full political rally in the people in yard. If he got a key, he go give a ribbon and go cut. It about him hot. And the hottest lick him again. Came a hopscotch round and give a key. Some things that he said to lead him. Came down no more, you know. Economy sink. Road bad. The little key we expect and depend upon. A slipper from him say, mad now. So you see if the PNP know to play this card game, me say, it's for me and them campaign manager. I mean them campaign manager, man. I mean them campaign manager backside. Me and the PNP campaign manager. What do you need to do tomorrow? Me show you to play the game, in a man. Tomorrow, you go do some work. Stop a couple of them houses. Don't show the people them face. Save them life. Protect them. Your sources. Sources like those, you protect them. But go to a couple of them, ask questions, write it down. Also, to make the radam heavy upon them, I showed up a chop a bomb upon them. I showed up a nuke them in a PNP. PNP, I showed up a nuke them and only can't get away from this leading up to election, you know. All months and years after election day, people are going to hate him. PNP, I showed up a nuke them, man, you know. Listen to me, people. Tomorrow, we're going to do this. Don't make it cool. Because the man just tell life on Uno yesterday. Right? Say, Uno come out with it when you know Sir McKenzie and I may beat Uno out on the hole if you come out come talk because PNP never come out with it first as bloggers, we the bloggers. So PNP, before you even answer and say, I know Uno, come out with it. Tomorrow we'll do your research before you come and work. Spend a couple hours and stop and ask some questions. Well, you're going to hear the old lady say, Jamaica, My granddaughter can't move in. No, Shaka, every month they come check up on me. And they say, me must sign up with furniture them. What about selling out? No, they said they can't sell it, you know, because me had nobody title to them. They said they are going to bury me. Yes. When me dead, they just going to feed me till me dead, give me care, kill it 2 crackers and some milk powder. What did I make it have a half pound of oats? People, the PNP need to get busy, proactive, instead of being reactive. Go on the front, be on the offense. Uno go like say uno statutory declaration not declare for 4 years. Uno go like say him then a court with the integrity commission. Him go like say him an investigation for illicit enrichment. Him go like say him an investigation for tax fraud. Or PNP go like say them a bag it so. Me say go bury them PNP. You know I nuke them. Me say me I no campaign manager. Never show up a campaign to Ras if you not listen to me. You not listen to me, you know, because 2 of them come out already. 2 of them listen to me and they come out already. Me beat them out of them hole. And they listen to me and they come out. Miss Burke and Miss where did they come out? Miss Burke and Miss Garvey come out. And me know behind what they said. Yes, people. So if them listen to me as a campaign manager, tomorrow before them come and work and before them answer Andrew Unes and tell the world say, oh, Andrew Unes, go to the people in place, go turn the wall, giving up houses as a campaign trail. We say Andrew Unes is the fool and don't stop give. Don't stop giving content. Eh? We say the man a fret. On sound like things are crumbling up on him. So I say if the PNP really want to bury him, stop at the house and get the real facts. And I'm really sure that some of these people probably tell you say, them take with them land title. Every week they come over there and they say they can't build and their granddaughter can't come live. They can't do nothing to the house. They can't even cut the yard. Think about that. Can you imagine if the PNP go book up on that type of information tomorrow? And on top of that, walk we could be further, go find out who dead already and what happened to the property. Can you imagine if the PNP do a little bit of digging around and come up with that information like that and have a press conference? Bury Andrew Unes lies. Bury him. That would nuke him. Months and years after election day. Poor people don't want nobody take house from over them head and teeth them land. I tell them, you know, my Jamaican people, them, they were here to for life. Andrew lose the election right there, so. That's why I see him come out. Him see red light, him see it, you know. If you see him come out mad.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen this stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize.
The PNP must come out to that press conference, man, and tell the Prime Minister he must cease and desist from handing over houses because he might turn the whole thing into something that it wasn't designed for, a political rally he might have in a people yard. Also, go do the research, PNP. Find people, like I said, do not put them on camera. Don't give up on the sources, right? And write down the information, come back out here with it. That would, a press conference on for use, you know. This is just like how the labor them come with press conference and them, yeah. And that don't know if you do. Press conference, big press conference from the opposition of housing. Miss Garvey, this is a moment for shine, you know. Step up front, where there. A hot moment now, you know, say the news media hot. And you will want to hear from mama. And agriculture this a time, yeah. And tourism this a time, yeah. This a time, yeah, housing. I never opposition for housing. Mama, roll out. Come new Kim. You know, say, look, of all the people they're going to mess with, a housing, you know, is not the woman simple and quiet. The woman have the power to nuke Andrew Ones, you know, when can't recover right months and years after election day, you know. The housing, in opposition of the housing ministry. She have the power right now, because housing are serious business and land in Jamaica, you know. Poor people think that, you know, the heart of the people, them that. She have the power to nuke Andrew Owen's administration. Still after months and years after election, him still a feel it. Miss Garvey did. She does. She have that power right now. If she wield that power the right way, like me said, listen to campaign manager. When you don't send me money, come give me. Stop Miss Garvey. Go stop at some of them house there. Come see her, you know. Yeah, man, I see when they walk off the camera, you don't want to take the picture with the councillor. Yeah, man. Right? That was a good move. And you want a serious woman, I see you. You're a warrior. So go meet some of them people in the poor housing, Miss Garvey. Remember you over housing, you forgot to research, and your job to find out what they matter to poor people. Right? And come address the lies what the man are telling the people in the yard. And there's several things to be addressed here, mama. One of them is to tell Andrew Ones to stop going around and handle keys, because it's clear in this video he's politicizing the whole thing. We just witnessed the Prime Minister have a whole campaign rally pretty much in the people in the yard, giving away a house, dark messages, when they should have leave the people with a good taste in their mouth. So the opposition see that, right? You saw that, right? So you guys would agree he's politicizing the whole poor house or social housing program, right? So this is where the PNP should come spare the little dignity and integrity what the social housing program have. Yeah? And ease the fear of recipients or would-be recipients. So the PNP have a job to do here. Yeah? Or should I know these things about me? I go giving advice for free. Tomorrow. Don't make this hot enough. Don't make it cold, rather. Him just said this tonight. So by should I write this down? By daylight tomorrow, put on the first piece of clothes, like my mother always say. By put on the first piece of clothes tomorrow morning, we should have out there on the trail. Investigate these people. You know, video them, but you know, find out, you know, I talk about the people living at the poor house, the indigenous housing where them take away land. And also, while they're at it, go find out, come as a market, said there are cases where them take away land, people dead and they take away the land. So go find those houses. And when you come back and a blast Andrew Ones and tell him to step down from handing out keys because not politicize it, you have a barrage of information for we. To debunk the lie, we must say, and bury him. That will nuke him. Months and years after election day, that ring like a bell in our ears. We say, the opposition and housing possess in her hand a nuke. If she know how to fire it, she can blow up Andrew Ones' party. Can't say, I tell you. Campaign manager advice are free. People, if you have them people, what I say, man, me have them shut down Andrew Ones long time. Me not shut them down. You need smart people who are thinking out there. Do you understand the people? You can't think lazy. It's campaign time, it's election time. Your brain have to be hot. Tick, tick, tack, tick, tick, tack. Full of tactics. Andrew Ones is full of tactics, you know. But because we know him and he's so transparent, we know him tactics. So Andrew Ones can't fool me no more. Not true. We already know him can play out every game already. And you know when we see him, if he sit up a Rockstone, the Rockstone questionable. Because the integrity gone. And he do it, you know. And nobody mash up his integrity. The man look on his own integrity and take a knife and go to it. No, him a ball and a quarrel. Oh, nobody not believe what him say and what him do. And a blogger. And the PNP do it when, in fact, Mr. Prime Minister, like I explained clearly tonight in an over 2-hour video, you share evidence, make up with proof, I tell them my source, it is not the PNP. Don't blame bloggers. Because all these videos started when Mr. Mackenzie came out and, you know, exposed you. So, Mr. Prime Minister, come and ask a question before me left. Is this a scheme where Mr. Mackenzie cook up bass? Because looking at what we have written down earlier, the opposition and housing said she used a line, original understanding of the program. So basically, this is not the original understanding of the program. What changed, Mr. Prime Minister? May I ask? Did you and Mr. Mackenzie cook up something to come out with something on the side? And when you come for these two programs, I tell the people and say, I'm going to take away your land. So when you hear it go from now. So anybody who in there and sign up, I'm going to take on the land. But it's not on the paperwork. May I ask, why would the opposition in housing, Miss Garvey, you know, question and put in the line, this different from the original understanding of the program? So based on what I'm reading here, Miss Garvey, original understanding of the program is not what you guys are up to right now. So may I ask you, Andrew, come here. Is a scheme you try to set up? You understand, when I have to take away the house and the people and give it to the crown and take Chinese land, take crown land, give Chinese. You take 1940 acres of crown land, give Chinese. And Papa can hand over them property to them family member. Come here, Andrew, before we go. So based on what you're saying in the video, I'm playing and the people in the yard when they rant and rail. Based on what you say a liar, not no go so and bring them and bring it down. So what Mr. Mackenzie said, them already do it already. So what you want to tell me, say no? Tell Mr. Mackenzie to go give back the people in the title. You just ask. And the only way a man can stop me from selling my property, unless me sign myself out of my title. Don't people. The only way them can stop me from selling my property, unless I'm not, you know, own my place no more. So come on, Mr. Otis. While you're over there, so make nice of the people in the yard and a full campaign trail. Full campaign. Rally over the people in the yard when you give you a house. Such a bad taste. You don't know better, boss. Time and place, everything. Why? So, what you said, so it's said, because Mr. Mackenzie tell us there are cases where people dead. And they also go back to the government and then they give somebody else. Mr. Mackenzie told that there are cases. And when they watch a longer video, him say, they give you about 150 houses already. So I ask again, when Mr. Mackenzie said there are cases where people died, and based on what I see, I pay old people pan tick, and enough of them, I know the old people and them alone can't have land.
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses, from this to this, building a better Jamaica.
So even though we can't dead before some of them old people, we know some most of them not going to run in a long time. Yeah, them they've already run for sit down at the coach and the host 2 times. You understand me? I say, yeah, man, I just something I say, in no time the old people are drop out, leave a lot of land, the next man come in on a land, but they get your place. What is his qualification or her qualification to get the person with dead land? So the first person sacrificed their land. So this man right here is a sacrificial lamb.
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses, from this to this, building a better Jamaica.
So if he might get a poor house, this man, if he owns a poor house, he will be the sacrificial lamb. Because the person coming behind him don't have to have land. You already have the land. Government own it. The crown own it. The house already furnished. Government furnish it. That's why I believe them go back every month, go make sure say grandpa not spill no coffee on the furniture. Keep them good because this is a business. Can't you see it's a business here? You have a business going on here. So you go check the property every month. What a stressful life for old people to live. Every month to look up bad at the people them. That now we kill them before time. I want to bring over there every month. Go make sure so them now live. I want to make sure them all live. Which is it? Why not go over there every month? Why not go over there go do? And how long the people them live after they get these houses? We need investigation still, you know. Kind of wicked. How long these people live after them build the houses? And when them dead, under what circumstances? What killed them? You know, so we need to start do some deep research. I wish me to be at Jamaica. Because best believe tomorrow morning, a matter of fact, I'm going to find it out already today. Me that they're one of them people I yard and I ask them some question every day at Jamaica people, I would have. Bloggers they panic going at Jamaica, social justice warrior they panic going at Jamaica, independent journalists they panic going at Jamaica. Go find one of them people here, go talk to them, keep them off camera. We don't want to hear them voice. Just write down your interaction with them. Don't give their name. Just write down the information. Come back and come tell me what I want. You need somebody pan ground if with PNP now go do that. We need information so we can bury such man lies. Such man need to be buried, man. Man too goddamn wicked, man. We need ammunition to nuke such man. Calling from the PNP for more ammunition. War time now. It's a Ukraine war. More ammunition we want. We want the nuke, bigger bomb. PNP give it to us. I lie me I tell people. People lie me I tell. I motivate them and I get up and go do this, man. What do I say? This is man we beat them, man. What? Me say if people ever, the wider Jamaica ever know this, me say Andrew Onis has staying months and years after election day. He now come back. Tell me, I tell you. This will nuke him. Anyway, people, me say me I go away, but you know the chatterbox like I am. My father was a Rasta man in chat. He used to be quiet though. Father was a quiet man, but when he meet certain people, my father start chat. He meet certain Rasta man and certain like-minded people who talk about politics or Rastafari and I talk about Jah. Then my father turn chatterbox. Sometimes he say, come on, daddy man, let's you know, call me and come. 10 more minutes, man, 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes done. 10 years. I've been there with my daddy. Me I said to my brother, daddy chatty, man. No, daddy chat so. Sure, me remember that long up about me. Daddy, come on, man. Daddy. All right, me I come, man. Me I come there. Then daddy walk off. All right, Bridget, all right here. And I chat and I laugh. I can good argument suit the father. The father not talk a lot people, but when they meet people, I chatterbox. Yeah. So that I say, hey, come on, and I reason the father. Me always see the father chat. But look at me now. Before my father dead, my father tell me, say, he's proud of me of what me doing. My father tell me that. My voice is the last voice my father hear before him dead. He listen to my video the night before him dead. Yeah, he listen to me. He listen to me before him dead, people. My father give me blessing. Yeah, and since my father dead, my video them different. I don't know if nobody know that. Since my father dead, it's like something coming at me. Me have a couple of brethren tell me that, but we know that. Since my father dead, for some reason, my video them different, have a totally different meaning. Me I tell the people. So here am I now. I'm tell my father before and I will share laughs. Me laugh. I say, Daddy, you know, supposed to I used to say you chat too much. Yeah, man, when you talk to the bridge and I talk, I used to call it chatterbox. and a long people. And a long time ago, I tell my father laugh. I said, Daddy, look at me now. I'm here the real chatterbox. Now me on my page with thousands of people, Daddy. Think about the real chatterbox. You never have no platform. So your son turned the real chatterbox. My father proud of what me do. So thank you guys for watching I and share the video, like it, give it a thumbs up. Make Andrew Onis know that tomorrow morning we are come beat up his skin off your ass verbally. Yeah, again. I wait till other blogger wake up and know what I want to hear what you say. What? I'm more question this brother. Can you go over the people we are going to tell lie? You go over there go keep a whole rally when they shouldn't be politicizing the handover ceremony. What politics are going on it? So therefore the PNP have something to do right there, so to make that happen again. By asking Andrew Onis to step down from handing over keys. You're not fit, my brother. You have lost your mind. And we have other work to do. Because we're not done with them yet, you know. Because they also just money, the $650 million. We want to know about that too. Oh, thank you guys. Enough love from the bottom of my heart. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I'm out.
So what that means is that the average NHC contributor simply will never be able to afford a house that was built using NHC money. Because what the NHC has done now is to enter into what I consider to be an indecent settlement. An indecent settlement that has really served nobody's interest but the interest of a private development company. NHC has not gotten value for money. The taxpayers of this country have not gotten value for money because all that has happened is that NHC has agreed to take back the $650 million that they gave and accept a further payment of $20 million in full and final settlement of the claim.
When one of those houses that were under the contract is
more
now
than $20 million.
Is selling for more than $20 million. Madam Attorney Zalika Jess, this is indeed, I believe that it reached the threshold of being described as a scandal, a major scandal indeed. What say you?
Well, as I've mentioned before, this OB is what I would consider to be, and any well-thinking and reasonable person ought properly to consider this to be a national scandal. It is a national scandal. It is a slap in the face of NHC contributors. Because I'm not sure if people understand the gravity of this situation. You have a situation where the NHC has essentially been raped. The National Housing Trust has been raped to fund and finance a private development company that has used the $650 million of NHC money to build a private development, and they're now selling those houses at a landslide profit at a rate and for a price that NHC contributors can simply not afford. The average NHC contributors can simply not afford to buy into a development that was built on the street. These can't continue to allow these things to just be a 9-day wonder. We can't continue to simply say that I just saw it go. It can't be just so it go. 200 houses are unaccounted for.
Absolutely, Madam Attorney Zalika Jess, caretaker for the constituency of Northeast.
Me know so many guys are probably, me know me say me gone, but you know me a chatterbox. When me depend on live people, coming up, you know, me not talk a lot to people. A lot of people know so me don't answer phone calls a lot of times. I'm going to depend on live people, me plug in, me's a different man. When me plug in on this, a total different man from when they see me in a real life. Me totally different, right? But when me plug in, I mean, when they see me turn on the camera and me turn on my mic, me a total different man. Me busy. People, what you listen there is that such man take out $650 million out of housing trust. Remember him take out money and put over ramping shop over SSL and Bridging ramping shop. Only for hundreds of million dollars. Then him take out more money again out of housing trust. $650 million in them office people. Ramping shop give one of them friend to build 200 houses. When the houses then finish, people, the houses then weren't handed over to the National Housing Trust. Remember, I have money in it, so it will be my money also as a contributor that helped to build them houses. The $650 million, my money that in it too, because I'm a contributor. Anybody who contribute to Housing Trust, right? So them decided, say, them houses must have handed over to Housing Trust after they get $650 million to build 200 houses for Housing Trust. When the house done, people, I believe, this is what I believe happened. They get long eye because when the house done build, house price go up and the man look with them teeth. Remember Andrew Onis behind all this. He say, anyway, Andrew Onis, if you sit up a rock stone, watch a rock stone. And Andrew Onis lend the money to him, you know. The Housing Trust, you know. Behind our back, you know. Because we never know about all these things, and I may have contributed, you know. That's why I say we need a lawsuit. We need a class action lawsuit to find out what the hell is going on and my money there. Right? But listen what people. When the house is then built, and this is what I believe, because the price of the house gone up now, so developer and Andrew, this is what I believe, and I might be wrong, you know, but this is the argument. The developer and Andrew realize that they can make more money if they keep the house and give back Housing Trust the money and $20 million on top of it. So basically, you lend me $650 million to start a business, build 200 houses. One of the houses costs more than $20 million. So you give me a little interest. You give me one of the house. Not the one of the house price we get back. We know what we get back from it. What the benefit we get as contributors? $20 million. $20 million. That's what I hear a while ago. Guess what happened? It ended up in court. Because such man, I believe, this is what I believe again, such man and the Virgin want to con me. Like he's frustrated about the deal. Right? So it end up in a court. Like him and a friend fall out about the deal because we don't get no house, we don't get back the money. Remember, money will come back tired. Go invest in a private man business After the back of poor people, we are paying a house trust, and them tell we say we're not qualified for a house. Tell me if they're not grass cat wicked. Tell me if they're not wicked people. That's what I heard right there. Hundreds of $1 million can give to friends to invest in 200 houses. That 200 houses when they over Jamaicans' head. Hundreds of millions of dollars gone to SSL ramping shop. They do not tell people say them not qualified. And them pay housing trust and they will never own a home. We need to stop collect housing trust. Because when the people now benefit a rich man ramping shop. So that's what they hear right there, people. That's what they hear right there. $650 million after Andrew arrest already give SSL money. Right? Hundreds of $1 million we don't get. Probably never get it back. Housing trust money, you know. We not. Me said if this need some class action lawsuit, man. Me say if a foreign some lawyer that take this for free. If a foreign, yeah, just for the sake of justice. Some lawyer would have picked up this case for free, just for the sake of justice and patriotism. We need some lawyers like that. If I have young lawyers in a university, we need some lawyers to throw them hand in the ring, them hat in the ring for the sake of justice and the sake of patriotism. Jamaicans need help. There's a lot of bright minds out there. Throwing a hat in the ring, no man. Over America, so we look on all the people who are suing Donald Trump. Sometimes some groups, you know, people group up in and sue, you know, to make a difference, you know. I want you to understand me. We are powerful people if we work together. We gone this time. I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Mr. Andrew Onis, this is the Genesis. Have a wonderful night.
The difference in this administration is that we have lifted the standards of indigent housing that we provide to persons across the country. It is the responsibility of local government, and I want to make it clear that these programs apply to a set of individuals who are registered under the Poor Relief Act. Beneficiaries of those houses are registered, investigated by the Poor Relief Department, and once they meet the criteria under the Poor Relief Act, they are provided with an indigent housing solutions. The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Onis, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish. And
Hold on before we left. Of Dr. Andrew Onis. I am very proud of what we were able to accomplish. I am very proud of what we began this time.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Onis, and I'm
so the whole plan and scheme and craft, social indigent housing under Dr. Andrew Onis. So hold on. So what is under the social house? Hold on, the people. I hear something different. That's all. So if the poor house under Desmond Mackenzie and Andrew Onis want to believe, say, why am I doing something different? What Mackenzie tell you so? So everything under Andrew Onis, listen again.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Onis, and I'm really proud of what.
When you hear me, I hear people. So remember a two program, remember talk about duplicating. One is the social housing program and they have the indigent housing that is supposed to under Desmond Mackenzie. But you hear what Desmond Mackenzie said under? So look like such man around every goddamn thing.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Onis, and I'm
people, we say the more we listen to them to backside and the more we hear more things that drop out the backside. Listen again.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish and lives that we have touched and changed.
I'm happy that you've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted you to a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. And once that is done, we now proceed after the investigation to see whether or not the persons are eligible. They meet the criteria which is set out. Because you must be a part of a program that does not allow you on your own. And there are cases where we have provided houses for persons who probably are not that destitute, but because of their circumstances, we have provided for them. Now, the Poor Relief Department of the municipal corporations retain responsibility for the units.
Yes.
So while you occupy those units, the Poor Relief Department does its monthly checking on the units. You are not allowed to do any addition to the units. The units come fully furnished. It is something that when I came up with the idea of furnishing the units, we did it because there are cases where we saw persons have homes, but there is nothing for them to sleep on. So we figured it does make sense to give you a nice room, and then you have to sleep on the cold ground.
Or furnish the
So we provide the necessary furnishing for the unit. Now, the unit cannot be rented. It is not for sale. No addition can be done to the unit. And the unit cannot be handed down to family. And we have cases where occupants have died, and the Poor Relief Department retains the unit, and then it is handed over to someone else who is in need.
Absolutely.
So what we do, and we encourage persons to take care of the units. We notice that a lot of all of our units are built from concrete, and it has been done deliberately.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their bias, would have seen this stupid social media post. And without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize. The PNP only argue about how the pie shear up, how the cake cut up, but they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform.
Hold on, you know, about the third time he said me go left. Wagwan Bolo. Bless you, my brother. I just want to just give you more contents every day, more and more. Him say how we started on the PNP. When we know me beat the PNP, if I'm not letting us know. Yeah, and the PNP started. Me already mentioned how it started on this platform right here. But it was on a house and a key and a ribbon cutting at the house. And the man, it seems as if he have a campaign rally at the house. So it's like he already turned it in a campaign in a politics. You understand me? I said people. And you know, I blame everybody. And this not gonna work. blame bloggers, they blame this, but you know, say nothing about Desmond. Well, what we see somebody in the comments say a while ago, right? Somebody, you hear him said it was done deliberately. Yes, man. But you know what? Why saying that? Me, I wonder if Desmond Mackenzie plan was to stay that out to save some people with them land. Because they know it's a such man wicked and a prophetic. Is this a mistake? Was it something that we shouldn't hear? What if Desmond does do something before God take him? In the last days and I confess. So me I come from the land. What if I switch in a style? Me just ask. That's all I have to say, people. Me gone. Bye-bye.
The PNP only argue about how the pie shear up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lie.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them money, base for most of the statue. Say we like a catch you, but they got enough, they got you. Take this spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got a break. But it in at the kitchen, some a fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% praise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption please.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.